Visitors walking the promenade of the Inner Harbor are enthralled with its picture postcard scenes. But under the watchful eyes of the harbor's water wheel, many know it could be better. Efforts to clean up the Inner Harbor have been underway for a number of years, but this is the first time that the Chesapeake Bay Foundation is introducing the Oyster Recovery Project.
This is fun, it's easy, it's entertaining. There's a lot of good people that get involved in this. So those are the people we're trying to reach and educate them about the plight of the bay, the plight of the oyster, and getting involved in helping us save the bay and the Inner Harbor.
Terry Cummings is in charge of the Chesapeake Bay Foundation's Baltimore initiative. He's asked individuals in the Baltimore metro area to consider becoming an oyster farmer. Lene Jackson is one of those who literally decided to get her hands dirty.
I have an oyster. This is like a half shell. And at Shadyside in Annapolis, they plant spat onto the shells and then they let them grow for a little while and then they hand them off to us, the volunteers, to continue the growth process in the Inner Harbor.
The Oyster Recovery Project has had success with getting people living in and around the bay's tributaries to sign up and use their personal docks. The Inner Harbor poses its own challenges. The first is dock space. The Sailing Center has agreed to let the gardeners use their docks. Other challenges include the amount of fresh water pouring into the harbor and pollution.
When we first started this, there were people that didn't think this would work and the oysters would survive. But this is the fourth year we've done this, and so we've shown through the years that oysters can survive. And this is a wonderful example of a year and a half old oysters that have been living in the Inner Harbor.
The oysters that Jackson and others grow will eventually be planted at Fort Carroll in an established oyster reef. The idea is simple. Use the oysters to assist in cleaning up a waterway and maybe one day produce a product that was once the envy of the eastern seaboard of the United States. In Baltimore, I'm Charles Robinson for Your Money and Business.